somewhere in the cold, ancient darkness, between stars, long before Earth had oceans or even a stable crust, something astonishing may have taken shape. Not life not yet, but the seeds of it, microscopic molecules drifting through interstellar clouds, forged in the heart of distant stars and carried on comets and asteroids for billions of years, waiting for the right world to arrive. That world, as it turns out, was Earth. And now, scientists are uncovering jaw-dropping evidence that suggests your DNA, the blueprint of your very being, might not have started here. It may have come from space. At first, it sounds like pure science fiction. The idea that parts of your genetic code, the molecules that make you who you are, didn't originate on Earth? It seems outrageous. But the more researchers study meteorites, comets, and the molecular makeup of the universe, the more this theory known as Panspermia. In 2023, NASA's inside the ancient rock, complex, organic molecules, amino acids, sugars, and even traces of nucleobases, the very components of DNA and RNA. Let that sink in. Floating in a rock billions of years old were the exact chemical signatures needed to spark life. Nucleobases are the alphabet of DNA. Adenine, guanine, cytosine. Without them, no genes, no cells, no humans. And now we know that some of these letters aren't exclusive to Earth. In fact, they may have been delivered here by cosmic messengers, asteroids, and comets, slamming into our planet during its violent infancy, seeding it with a chemical potential for life. This changes everything. It means the origins of life might not have been a lucky fluke in a warm little pond on Earth. It might have been a galactic recipe, cooked slowly over eons, and finally served on a young, cooling planet. And there's more. In 2022, scientists analyzing meteorites found multiple nucleobases that weren't previously confirmed in space rocks. These weren't contaminants or freak discoveries, they were consistent, embedded deep in the rock, protected for billions of years. Some of these molecules were chemically indistinguishable from the ones inside your body right now. If nature is building the tools of life all across the galaxy, it raises an extraordinary question. Is life not just possible in the universe, but inevitable? This theory doesn't claim that fully formed life forms came from space only, that the raw materials did. But even that is monumental. If Earth was preloaded with alien chemistry, then our story didn't start here. It started somewhere out in the black, maybe near a supernova, where heavy elements were forged under incredible pressure. Maybe in the dense folds of a molecular cloud, where carbon and hydrogen slowly gave birth to organic compounds. Or maybe inside a comet's icy core, preserved like a cosmic time capsule and hurled across the void for millions of years before crashing into a baby Earth. Its cosmic delivery on a scale we're only beginning to understand. What makes this even more mind-bending is how universal DNA is. Every plant, every animal, every human, every virus, everything we call alive, shares the same fundamental code. That consistency suggests one of two things. Either life originated here and spread everywhere, or life's code came from out there and seeded this world and, maybe, many others. If DNA components exist on comets, in meteorites, and even floating in interstellar dust, then maybe the universe is not just filled with stars, but filled with the ingredients for life. This doesn't just open the door to alien life, it kicks it off the hinges. Because if your DNA came from space, then so could someone else's. Another planet, another system, another being, evolving under a different sky, but starting with the same alphabet. What if they also run on DNA? What if their cells also echo with the whispers of cosmic chemistry? In that case, we may not be alone. We may be related, distant cousins, scattered across the galaxy, all born from the same molecular nursery. Of course, there's still debate. Skeptics point out that just because these molecules exist in space doesn't prove they sparked life here. That's true. But the evidence is growing. Laboratory experiments show that under the right conditions found in early Earth and in space combine that with impacts from organic-rich asteroids, and the pieces begin to fit. Suddenly, it's not such a stretch to think that life is a cosmic phenomenon, and Earth was just lucky enough to catch the right kind of fire. And it goes deeper still. Scientists now believe that some of Earth's SWA may have come from the same asteroid and comet collisions that brought organic material. So not only did space deliver the instructions for life, it may have delivered the environment too. We are, quite literally, made of stardust, bathed in cosmic water, and encoded with alien instructions. The atoms in your body were forged in stellar furnaces. The molecules that make you tick might have formed before the Earth even existed. Your story began long before you were born, maybe long before life itself. So the next time you look at the night sky, consider this. You're not just looking at distant stars, you're looking at your origins. The story of humanity might not be a purely earthbound tale. It could be part of something much larger, something written across galaxies, stretching through time, linking us to ancient clouds of dust and fire scattered across the universe. Maybe we're not the center of the story. Maybe we're just a single verse in a much older song, still playing in the silence of space. If that idea inspires you, excites you, or even just makes you wonder, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Beyond Stars. There's so much more to uncover out there. The universe is vast, and we're only just beginning to remember where we truly came from.